guys, you all agree with me that the prices of so many things has gone up in UK just now. Talking about the prices of food, talking about the prices of fuel, gas, electricity, rent, and mortgaging, remortgaging, and things like that. The price has really gone up. So like a couple of months ago, I got my estimated electricity and gas estimated bill, and it was double what I was paying previously. And in October, this is October 2022, and in October is going to go up further. Guys, this is going to be a lot. And I thought it's just wise for us to start looking for an alternative way to like start saving energy and invariably save money. So in this video, I'm going to be telling you the smarter ways to like manage your energy and invariably be saving some pounds at the end of the day. Okay guys, before we get into the video, my returning subscribers, thank you so much for joining in. Thank you for those of you that have sent me messages, those of you that have reached out to me to say, oh Fatima, what's happening, we've not seen your video. Thank you so much. I'm very well. Just so much going on in life, and I had to like prioritize, and I'm so happy to be back with you guys and my new subscribers. And my name is Fatima Sani, and you're on the right channel if you want to know everything about UK, settling in UK, or just want to gist or see what happening in UK just now. Yeah, you're on the right channel. So don't forget to subscribe, give thumbs up, and like this video if you really do like it. Okay guys, thank you so much as you're doing that. So let's get into it. Smarter ways to manage your energy and invariably save money. The very first thing I believe you should do, and I have done, is get a smart meter. So guys, some months back, I don't even have a smart meter, and because everything just keeps going up, and I thought, what's happening? How do I even know how much I'm using? How do I control how much of energy I'm using? So I held that for my smart meter. I have my smart meter, and aside from the fact that I could see what I'm using and I could manage it, that's really helped myself and my family. Same, I've got two young girls, and when I say to them, okay, so go turn off the light, go turn off the microwave, they don't really understand because they are young. They don't really know what you're saying, even when you explain to them. But ever since I got a smart meter, I kind of put it in the way where everybody could see what we are actually using. And whenever like the tick goes amber or goes red, I kind of call my girls and be like, oh, you can see that when you're using your microwave, or maybe when you're using iron or something that's got like high power, you're going to be like getting billed a lot. That means we're using a lot of watts, and at the end of the day it's going to charge us a lot. So now they know, without me saying, oh, go to turn off the light, go switch off something, they know. And now they're the one telling me, or telling Larry, my husband, that, oh daddy, you forgot to turn off this, mommy, you forgot to turn off this. So guys, if you don't have a smart meter, I think this is the smartest way to start saving energy, is to get your smart meter. So in no particular order, I'm just going to like freestyle, because I read a lot about these things, and I've started doing some of them, and some of them, they don't suit my household. So guys, disclaimer at this point, you don't have to quote me word for word. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing, and you don't necessarily have to do everything I've mentioned in this video. Do what suits you and your household. Do what works well for you. I'm doing what works for me, well for me, and what works well for my family. I'm putting it out there to see what works for you and make use of it, and at the end of the day, start saving money. And also guys, if you have any other things to like add it to this video, or maybe you have more information on how to save energy, I'm ready to learn as well. Please drop in my comment section, and let's all learn and start saving this money. Okay guys, so another thing you could do to save energy and also save money is adjusting your boiler. So guys, if you check your boiler and the temperature is about 80, guys, you don't need 80 degrees to like start 80 degrees to do your washing, do your shower and things like that. You could reduce the temperature of your boiler, and at the end of the day, you're saving some pennies. And this penny at the end of the day, say at the end of the month, adds up to like pounds, and at the end of the year, it adds up to hundreds of pounds. So guys, adjust your boiler. If it's 80, you could adjust to 60, you could adjust to 55, and make sure your boiler is in eco. Make sure it's in economical mode, so you don't want to like start using up energy anyhow. Okay guys, that way you can save some penny. I've done that, we've done that in my house, so that's, you're making use of that. Another thing you could do is, if you're the type that do take your shower, like maybe stay in the shower for 20 minutes, 10 minutes, probably because you're enjoying, the warmth of the water, things like that. You just, maybe you're under the water, you're thinking about everything. And I do that sometimes, but not anymore, guys. I'm not staying in the shower for more than 4 minutes or 5 minutes. And after that, I'm out of the shower because the energy is going up, the bills is going up. So guys, you don't necessarily have to do that. If you enjoy staying in the shower and you don't mind paying for what comes at the end of the day, yeah, so be it. Just do what works for you. Okay guys. And guys, it's autumn, it's already getting cold, and before you know it, we get to winter. So guys, we want to start putting on our heater, right? We want to start putting on our radiator. How do we save money? I'm not going to tell you to turn off your heater because it's not even advisable. You still have to turn on your heater just so that the pipes don't get blocked during winter, and you don't end up getting the busted pipes and calling the plumbers in to come fix your pipe because you're trying to save energy, and at the end of the day you're trying to you're going to be paying more. So guys, it's going to be it's already getting cold, and it's going to be colder in few months down the line. So guys, what can you do to save energy while your heater is on? So what you can do is, if you got like a very big house and you all are not in different areas of the house, you could turn on your heater and make sure you're just turning on the heater in wherever you are. That means you're switching up every other rooms and you're just putting it on where you have. And you could actually time when you want to be putting on your heater. You don't want to put on your heater overnight, right? And you don't want to put it on for long hours. You could put on your heater for like 30 to 1 hour a day. And another thing you could actually do is, there's sometimes you'll probably be feeling cold. I'm not saying you should stay in the cold. I'm not saying you should get yourself exposed to cold. All I'm saying is there are other ways you can at least keep yourself warm. Number one is you could get hot water bottle. I got myself hot water bottles. I got loads for myself, my kids, and just in case I have like family members visiting, I've got hot water bottles. I got socks as well, so get yourself winter socks so you can wear in the house. I don't really wear fleece, but I've got my like cozy bathrobe. So if you're the type that like putting on your bathrobe, it's bathrobe, but I'm in my house, I need to be comfortable. I do what I want to do. So if you're comfortable putting on your bathrobe, yeah, so be it. I put on my my nightwear and I still go on with my bathrobe on it. But if you don't have a bathrobe or you don't want to do a bathrobe, you could actually get a fleece. You could get a onesie. The onesie is what I'm sure some of you know what onesie is, and if you don't know, just go online or go into the store and get yourself a onesie. Get hoodies and get like maybe like an oversized hoodies and things like that, so you can at least keep yourself warm. And guys, if you're getting hot water bottle, be very, very careful. You don't necessarily have to fill the water to the brim. Just just a wee bit of water is good in water bottle, and then you can keep it very close to you, and it keeps you warm. Guys, do not put this hot water bottle close to the kids because they could play with the knob and it could eventually like burn or scar them. So guys, be very, very careful. Okay. Another thing you could do is, like when you're putting on your heater and you don't really want heat loss, you could get a radiator foil. I don't have that just now, but I'm considering getting that. You could get a radiator foil and put at the back of your radiator, just so that you prevent the heat going into the wall. Some people have, when I was doing my research, some people go to the extent of getting bubble wrap, so just so they could tape their whole window and things like that. But I'm not going to that extent. But if it works for you, getting a bubble wrap, especially if you don't have a double glazed window, you could go for that. Do a bubble wrap. I tape it all your windows down. You could do that if that is working for you. And also, if you have like say you have doors that are not really like high or that are not really very low, and you could feel that a bit of air is coming through to the house through those doors, maybe like drafts, we call them drafts. So what you could do is you could get a draft excluder. You can check this on Amazon. And if you think, okay, all these things I'm mentioning, say for example, I mentioned the radiator foil, and you think it's going to be expensive, you could actually make your own radiator foil. What do you need to do? Just get a cardboard, put a foil, table foil on it. Make sure the side of the cardboard is facing the wall, and the foil part is facing the radiator, and just stick it there, and that's serving as a radiator foil. And also, if you don't want to get a draft excluder and think, okay, that's why I said I should go get a draft excluder on Amazon and it's expensive, guys, you can all do some DIYs. I actually did this. So for example, my garage, I've got like a door from my garage to my hallway, and there's this door in my garage that I could feel like hair is always coming in, and it's always really, really cold in my garage. So what I did is I got some old sides, my kids' sides, and just stuff them with like old clothes, and just goes under the garage door, just so it prevents air or heat loss and air from coming into the house. So if you don't want to get a draft excluder, you can do that. You can just get an old side, fill it with some, stuff it up with the old clothes and stuff it there. Nobody's saying it because it's in my garage. It's also, I don't drive into my garage, just like my storage location, and people don't really go there. So do what suits your house. So like I said earlier, do what works well for you. Another thing you could do to save energy is, if you've got kettle and you are the type that take a lot of coffee, take tea, especially now that it's getting cold, you take tea, you take coffee, what can you do? If you've got electric kettle, it's advisable you get like a stove kettle, so you can always boil your water on stove. But if you don't want to go through that, make sure you're getting right amount of water in your kettle, and not just wasting electricity or wasting gas or energy boiling water. So if you need a cup of water, make sure you're boiling a cup of water, a cup of hot water. And if you think you're boiling in excess, another thing, this is what I've been doing when I boil this water in excess, rather than just leaving it in the kettle and it goes cold or throwing it out, I just fill it up into my flask. So when next I need to get a coffee, or when next I need to get a tea, I just use the water in my thermal flask. So that, guys, you can do that to like save energy. You can use that to like save money at the end of the day. Guys, I hope this makes sense to an extent. And another way you could save energy and save money is, say you've got you've got a very cozy house. You could start putting on your candles, your tea light candles, put on so as much as you could do. But guys, do not put on your candles overnight. Just I believe when you start putting on your candles, there's a way they kind of like eat up the room and eat up not the entire house. It depends on how big your house is, but you can use tea light candles and candles itself to like eat up your space, and that works well for me, and that I believe that should work well for you. But if you're not a candle type, then you don't necessarily have to do that. What else do you have to do? What else do you have to do to like save energy? What else do you have to do to like save money at the end of the day? Another thing you could actually do is you can get an electric blanket. You get an electric blanket. Electric blanket doesn't use up a lot of energy, and what I found is whenever I use my electric blanket, within like 1 or 2 minutes of putting it on, it becomes hot and it becomes unbearable for me. So it just like eat up my bed a little bit, more like eat it up a little bit. So if I'm not going out and I decide to really be in bed like most of the hours of the day, rather than turning on the heater in the room, I'll just put on my electric blanket. I'll be under my duvet, and that's me saving energy. Guys, what do you think about this video? What contribution do you have to this video? What do you think you could actually do this to like save energy to an extent? Let me know in my comment section. Let me know if there's anything I've missed out. Let me know if there's any more you want me to add to this video. So this is going to be the end of this video for now, guys. Let's start saving energy. Let's start saving money. We don't want to keep working and just using everything to pay bills. So guys, I'm going to say bye for now. Bye.